Hey guys, this is the one and only Natasha. Oh, this is such a beautiful butterfly. So pretty. It's brown and orange. That's probably good luck for me. Anyways, guys, I wanted to do this quick video because, Dana Robinson, I love her because to me, she is an investigative journalist because I watch her all the time. She's a great content creator. That's what you call a content creator. Someone that does it the right way, investigates the right way by actually calling law enforcement, getting information, researching. I do that for businesses, and she's doing exactly the same thing. And I love her for that. She's not these mediocre content creators that just take from one video or stalk people or harass people. She doesn't do that. She just supplies information, accurate, raw facts and raw data, and also contact law enforcement and have you listen to the conversation. That's what I call investigative journalist to me. That's what I call a content creator, not somebody who just stalks and do things unlawfully. Not a cyber criminal like Kulu and Wurld or King's Wurld or whatever his name is, Marquisio Watson. Okay, so Dana Robinson, you guys should follow her. I love her. She's just great at what she does. I do that for a living. What she's doing, well, not really the way. I actually do it with financial crimes, but I love her. Okay, so now what we have here is a continue. I think Kulu and King Wurld are pathetic, mediocre researchers trying to debunk anyone that they feel have more followers or more attention than them. They're very jealous people, and they will do anything. I couldn't believe, excuse that noise, I'm sorry, I'm at work, but I'm outside actually. But I can't believe the debts that they would go through just to find something. For me, even at my job, I don't go by names. D. Jones, J. Jones, it's a common name. I go by the case number. Case numbers are more important than names because anybody can have the same names, you dummy Kulu. See, if you were smart, if you were a real journalist or a researcher or an investigator, you would know that you don't care about the names because the names can be common. Jones is a common name. So you really go by the case number, dumb. So if you were really smart, you would take the case number and research the case number like Dana did. That's what I would have done. Even when I'm investigating a business, I never go by the names. Always put the social security number, the tax ID number, those identifying information. Dumb, because that Jones name is a common name. I won't put the name. I'll put identifying information. These guys are so jealous of other content creators, and they're so fixated on Jaguar that they actually go and search people who's giving information, who's doing their job, things that they can't do, but they're doing it legally. Those idiots do things illegally. They don't research. They don't call the police, the law enforcement agents. They don't call the courts. They don't do none of that. They stay away from that, of course, because one of them been in prison for 9 years. So they don't do any of the investigative work. Instead, they do things illegally by stalking, harassing, making disparaging comments about other YouTubers, more specifically the ones that are actually doing things legally and getting the information to the public. When I say jealousy runs deep with these two idiots, these mediocre simpletons, it runs deep. And you can tell. Just go ahead and listen to this video. You'll see how jealous they are of other content creators that are doing things the legal way. They're so jealous, and it's pitiful. And what's so crazy about it is that they go off based off of speculation and guesses. Nothing they say are facts. They have nothing to prove that are facts. However, a real journalist or an investigator or researcher, they research. They call around. They find the information. They don't speculate. That's what these two guys do. Okay? They speculate and they make a lot of guesses. You cannot do that when it comes to to people when it comes to law enforcement cases. You cannot guess. You can't assume certain stuff. An assumption will you're making an ass out of yourself, because you cannot assume anything when it comes to a case number. So these cyber stalkers, Kulu and King World, are now stalking other content creators that are using Jaguar name because they want all the credit for themselves. They don't want to share any credit. They want to be the first ones to break any news. But because you have Dana Robertson, who's very smart and an intellectual who actually does the work, they see her as a threat. So what they do is try to debunk her. And guess what a smart person do? That smart person investigates and debunks them. That's what I normally do. Debunk the person with facts. That's why when, what's his name? God-Fear TV, he put this huge message on my stuff with bold and caps, all caps, like he's shouting like a little child and throwing a tantrum. I provided the facts. I sent him an email. I said, here's my information. Here's the receipts. You don't argue with the fool. The Bible says that. Never argue with the fool. I always provide facts. Because with facts, raw data, there's no argument. I'm not going to curse you. I'm not going to make disparaging comments. That's for little children. That's for immature adults who curse, use foul language, who don't know how to have an intellectual conversation without getting upset, without yelling. My voice is very, how would you say it? I speak with a lot of conviction, I'm very assertive. I speak with conviction. That's just my voice. I'm not loud. I'm outside. I'm actually outside. I have to go back into work. So if you don't understand, if you don't know my personality, you don't know me as a person, you may say, oh, she's this, she's that. But you know what? At the end of the day, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you guys don't know me. But if you pay attention and you watch my videos, you'll hear my voice stays the same thing. It stays the same. I'm not shouting. I'm not yelling. I just speak with conviction. I've been told that since I was younger. When I was working for the government, I was told I speak with authority. I learned that. When I was examining banks, I speak with authority. So if you're jealous of that, you don't like my speech, there's nothing I can do about it, because that's just who I am. And I have to love what God created. I'm not going to change it for you or anybody else. So I suggest you go love yourself and stop focusing on how I speak, how I convey a message. I'm just the messenger, So I'm not trying to investigate JAG and do all this stuff. After work, I'm done with all that stuff. I do it on corporate businesses and stuff. I'm not going to do it on people. I'm just not going to do it, especially a mentally ill person. That's just me. But Dana does a great job. I think you guys should watch her. Again, these cyber stalkers, Kulu and King World, they attempt to discredit this woman, but they fall short. And she shows how they dumbasses lied. Kulu and King World think they smart, but you could tell they didn't go to college. You can tell just by what they're doing. You can tell they don't have that much work experience or researching experience, because they do everything in the illegal way. It's pretty sad. Anyways, guys, go ahead and check the video and see how Dana debunked what these fools tried to discredit her for. It's so funny. I was laughing this morning when I saw it. Anyways, I gotta go. I took my morning walk because I usually try to jog in the morning time. So I'm losing my breath right now, as you can hear. And I think this is probably the only video I'll post today, unless I find something in the Communist or the Wall Street Journal that I find interesting, or any type of breaking news. I'll probably post it. Other than that, I'm done for the day. Guys, take care of yourself and each other, and make sure you love yourself. Bye.
Exact police report number. So I verified that it is the police report number. That's all I came here and said. And then after that, and on that same live, I said that maybe the D is actually a cursive J, and the person doesn't know how to write in cursive. I don't know if y'all remember I said that. I said maybe the person does not know how to write in cursive handwriting, because some people have sloppy handwriting. Some people have that doctor prescription handwriting. So I said maybe it's a J, because I do see on the website that there is a J Jones. However, I said that's not 100%, because I don't just go by speculation and guesses and assumptions. So I said I would try to see if I could find this D Jones. So anyways, I looked on the website, and then I saw they had only a J Jones, and I actually mentioned it 7 days ago. Okay, soldier boy, tell him. Okay, well, stop cranking that dumb shit out, cranking this misinformation and trying to keep on cranking shit out, trying to debunk me, and for what? Okay, so anyway, 7 days ago on my live, I had said that this could possibly be a J, but I wasn't certain because it does look like a D. Okay, and then I also said in that same live 7 days ago that that on the website the only thing I saw was a letter, a J Jones, but that does not mean that D Jones doesn't exist. So I said I would try to find out the information, because I was going to say 100% either way. If you only have you don't have 100%. So anywho, let's see, let's go back. So on this video, let me go to this timestamp, child. And then this is what's crazy, is that 7 days ago, I already said that there's a J Jones on the website. And that's the only thing I see on the website is a J Jones. And 7 days ago, I said that the D looks weird and that it could be like a J because of the cursive writing is off. But I wasn't 100% sure if it was a D or a J, so I left it alone. However, I still use the police report number to verify the police report. And I have been speaking with Sergeant Brad. I won't give his last name. It's a Sergeant Brad from Shreveport, Louisiana Police Department that I have been speaking with. And there is, and then he has confirmed today 100% that there is a person by the name of D Jones. So it is a letter D. So you had no reason to try to make a video today talking about, oh, this YouTuber trying to call and find D Jones, trying to find D Jones. This is actually a letter J. You're just guessing and speculating. I actually reached out and talked to the police department, a sergeant at the police department who will have better information. He's a better source of information, more credible. Is a sergeant at the police department. He said the person is actually D Jones, not J Jones. So if I had just went by the website and said, oh, the only name on the website is J Jones, if I had just went by that, I would have it wrong, because now it actually is a letter D and it's D Jones. And I have the report from the police department with me right now. And okay, soldier boy. Okay, soldier boy, I'm the first one to ever do it. I'm the first one to ever do it. Dang, like, you get off my, stop, hop off my invisible nuts. Hop off my invisible nuts. Dang. I'm sure you got another, you got King World's nuts to hop on, bitch. Mine over here is invisible. I don't got no nuts. Hop on his nuts. Like, it stay on his nuts. Like you always do, bitch. Get my name out your motherfucking mouth. I'm like, oh, this YouTuber. Always trying to correct me. And you correct me, and you be wrong on the motherfucking correction. Bitch, correct your shit. Like, go through all your videos and correct your shit. And I thought you said that nobody should put Jag in their title. You said there a clickbait in Jag name. I'm like, you have a video with Jag full name in the title. You have her at name. You're tagging her in your video, and then the whole video you don't even mention Jag name, bitch. Like, what the fuck? You don't even mention her name, bitch. You just, and you got her full name. I thought that y'all said that y'all don't put the full names in the title, but y'all doing all the full naming around here. I see full names and tags and Jag. Yeah, y'all want Jag's nuts. Damn, y'all on her stud nuts, her fade head nuts. Soldier boy, I'm the first. Like, bitch, you keep on trying to be the lying. No, it's called information was updated, and now you're updating on the case. And you got her full name. The fuck? Like, nigga, just stay over your soldier boy corner. You have to keep on coming over here.
Are you struggling to afford rent, gas, groceries, and bills? I'm getting $1,200 in
for police. You know, we've already broke the news world, but for people that, you know, is new to the chat, that is watching other YouTubers. So I remember when Jag posted this and tried to scare Nikki, talking about, you know, she told D Jones, an officer, about the sex tape and stuff like that, right? So we actually proved that this is like there is no D Jones. Okay, she added the extra marking, which y'all can see, how the pin don't look different right here, and how the J's don't match up, right? So she added this D to make it seem like it's a different name, right? So when people are calling to figure out who this D Jones police officer is or detective, they can't find the person. It's really J Jones, guys, and I'm going to show you it's J Jones, right? So she tried to lie and disguise who this officer was. Now let me go ahead and pull up the police roster from Shreveport, because I saw somebody is talking about this, that they were going to call D Jones, and I'm like, it's not D Jones, it's J Jones.
Oh yeah, and that was exclusively broke down, you know, the moment that you've seen it. And like I say, I'm glad now that you're showing the people, so you can pretty much see, like, yeah, no, Jag did a lot of cap, but with these charges now, these ain't nothing but receipts, okay? And as you stated before, he is in fact a drug abuse resistance education officer.
Y'all see that, right? Jason Jones. Okay, that's who it is. It's not D Jones, like in the chat. It's not, you know, Demetrius Jones, officer, like she tried to claim. It's Jason Jones, but she added the extra D part to try to cover it up so that we couldn't figure out which detective that she spoke to, so that we can give him the true information about what she's really doing, right? So you see Jason Jones, right? That's the officer when she spoke to at Shreveport. Okay, she lied and tried to tell everybody that it was D Jones, which I'm gonna show you on her own page. And I've seen a YouTuber is talking about that they're gonna call D Jones when really it's Jason Jones, guys. You see right here how the original J was there, and then she added it right here.
If you can share your screen right quick and then flip back over. This is what he's an officer over. For anybody that was born around 78 or to 85 or 88, you know that this is specifically for children, drug abuse resistance education, to resist drugs and violence. That's the type of officer that Jag, this is the type of officer that Jag, you know what I'm saying, fronted like that's supposed to have been on the case for Nikki and them, but no, this is in fact a drug officer, okay, for children.
So she just tried to put fear into Nikki, and then she tried to give officer this lie, right? Only partial of the truth of what's going on. And then, you know, he called probably DeSoto or Dallas County, got the more info from their police station and their department. And then from there, right, that's when he let Nikki know that there's no evidence of what what they're claiming to do and stuff like that, which Wurld has already done a video about. So yeah, it's not D Jones, as y'all can see on screen. You see right here, and I'm gonna have my cursor point to it. You see right here, right? Where it's darker, that's where she began, where she put the pin, went down, and then went up and tried to trace the J, but she fucked up. Right? This was originally a J, but she added ink over it to try to change it so that we couldn't figure out who this officer that she was speaking to was. His name is Jason Jones, J Jones. Okay, for anybody that wants to call, like anybody that wants to know, it's not D Jones, it's J Jones, guys. And like I said, that's another lie that the JAG and some of these YouTubers got caught in.
Can you re-show it? Can you re-show it again?
Yeah. Yeah. So here's the Jason Jones, as you see, and this is from the Shreveport.
No. I'm talking about the last one that you just showed. The last photo.
Got you. Here we go. There you go. You see it? Is that the one you're talking about?
Okay, my point that I want to make with this right here, with this person, Jason Jones, which you done showed and proved that this is in fact a drug abuse resistance education officer. Who's to say that Jag wasn't somewhere and seen this officer and he gave her his card and she said some stuff like she working with the community and all this stuff. Hey, I'm gonna help you out, clean this up or whatever around here in Shreveport, this to that. Upon getting the card, she then switched it from a J to a D, like what you're saying. only in attempts of scaring Nikki and then Gerald at the time, making them think that there was an actual investigator that was on the case.
Exactly. When really she was just telling his lies and then ain't nothing happened. And I'm pretty sure he found out that they had shit going on her behind closed doors. I'm pretty sure that when he got in contact her, he probably looked up the NCIC database and saw that she probably had a warrant and shit like that. And he probably got in contact with the police department, and they probably let him let him know about what's coming down the pike for her ass. You know what I mean? And that's why we haven't seen shit from J Jones or D Jones and any of this shit. You know what I mean? So I find that funny as well.
And I'm sure that person didn't contact Nikki or Gerald or Shayna Lewis or anybody for that matter. You feel me? And that was her whole thing with going to Shreveport, I think, and trying to revamp or change or, put on a total.
Okay, so I pretty much was talking about how I was calling, trying to call and find a D Jones, and it wasn't a D Jones and things like that. Wait 1 second. So pretty much, like I said before, I was already waiting from to hear back from the Shreveport Police Department, and it says offense report. Now, they already said that they're really not going to give all the information because it is still a pending case. I don't know if you can see it, but in the right-hand corner, it says incident status. It says pending, okay? It's pending, so it has not been completely closed yet. Now, is there really something that's going to be like come from this case? I doubt it, and I'll show you why I doubt it in a minute. However, at this moment, it's pending, and I'm thinking my guess or speculation is pending because Jag is currently locked up, and if the officer was trying to get a hold of her, he wouldn't obviously be able to get a hold of her to actually get any information from her on like any more evidence from